It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats, so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. When we long for life without difficulties, remind us that oaks grow strong in contrary winds, and diamonds are made under pressure. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. The brick walls are there for a reason. They are not there to keep us out, but to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Out of difficulties grow miracles. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. Turn your wounds into wisdom. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, "I'll try again tomorrow." I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Failure is only the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Adversity causes some men to break, others to break records. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what the storm is all about. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. The best way out is always through. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. A problem is a chance for you to do your best. Success is how high you bounce when you hit bottom. It's not the load that breaks you down, it's the way you carry it. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Be strong because things will get better. It may be stormy now, but it never rains forever. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree. If you're going through hell, keep going. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. The only way to deal with fear is to face it head on. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less good than the one you had before. Man never made any material as resilient as the human spirit. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. A bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you stop to look fear in the face. You can say to yourself, "I lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along." Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Life is very interesting. In the end, some of your greatest pains become your greatest strengths. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. Storms make trees take deeper roots. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. The best way to predict your future is to create it. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one who has the power and responsibility to pick yourself up. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. Strength grows in the moments when you think you can't go on, but you keep going anyway. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. No matter how much it hurts now, someday you will look back and realize your struggles changed your life for the better. If you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. You don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. To be tested is good. The challenge life may be the best therapist. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Courage is the most important of all the virtues because, without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. Sometimes you don't realize your own strength until you come face to face with your greatest weakness. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. It always seems impossible until it's done. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. Sometimes adversity is what you need to face in order to become successful. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying. A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. You only fail when you stop trying. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Pain is temporary. Quitting lasts forever. Success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Never let a stumble in the road be the end of the journey. The struggle you're in today is shaping the strength you need for tomorrow. You don't drown by falling in the water. You drown by staying there. Strength is not about how much you can handle before you break. It's about how much you can handle after you've broken. No pressure, no diamonds. When you feel like giving up, remember why you held on for so long in the first place.